Hey guys, it is Terensu here coming at you again with some Tekken drama. Unfortunately, not Tekken news, Tekken drama because season 4 is out. So obviously, it's going to be a slow news cycle the next few days. Sorry to take advantage of it, but hey, I know you guys love that Tekken stuff. So anyway, let me throw this up here. So Mainman found himself in a little bit of trouble with Nee. Of course, Nee, the famous tournament player, probably arguably one of the best players in the world, when Nee said that he hoped guest characters weren't in Tekken 8. He felt like they were unfair. And then so here comes Mainman, like the Kool-Aid man, who says, yes, let's rob 6 million people of cool guest characters because two of them are problematic at the absolute highest level of play. And then Nee responds, it is a character that 6 million people wanted it. It's just a wish that it doesn't come out. Hey, hella Scrub Man, will you shut up? I assume he meant Scrub Man. So first of all, I just want to say, first shame on me, I guess, for repeating this and showing it. But I'm just kind of, most of all, just kind of surprised at this because, Mainman makes great content. He can get a little salty about, like, when people make videos about his opinions and those type of things. But who doesn't? I mean, everybody gets a little upset over that. And then Nee here is one of the best Tekken players in the world. There's just no arguing that he's one of the best. Pretty much every character, Tekken God Prime, probably on their way to Tekken God Omega at this point. Multiple tournament appearances. I mean, he's just the best. He's up there with JDCR and all the other top tier classes of players. Mainman, of course, not really a tournament player, but he is a prominent YouTuber, prominent in the community. Everyone knows him. I myself watch a ton of his videos. I've learned a lot from his videos, and I find myself agreeing with a lot he has to say. But that's where the confusion just lies for me. I don't really understand where this vitriol is coming from because, I hope guest character disappears next time. They were unfair. Okay, that's Nee's opinion. He's a good player. He probably knows at least a lot of what he's talking about. So for Mainman just to come here with this yes, comma, and the yes, comma is what really hits hard. And I don't know if it's a language barrier thing or what, because I don't believe English is the first language of either of these guys. Mainman being from Europe probably learned it very early on in his life. His response just seems unnecessarily strong. And so he comes out here swinging, and then Nee responds back. And he swings pretty hard. And I guess I'm just very surprised at the whole thing because, they're both smart guys. They're both good Tekken players. Why does it have to be like this way? I guess is my big thing here. I think there may be some language barrier tomfoolery going on with Nee's post. For example, Negan is a guest character. I don't really think anybody is saying that Negan is broken, but he's very obviously a guest character. So maybe, Nee's not talking about all of them. I think obviously he's talking about Akuma and Geese mainly. And I think Mainman would agree because he himself says, because two of them, and there are more than two guest characters. I think what Nee is trying to point out here is because of what guest characters are, they're beholden to another shareholder and they're being sold for money. So Namco doesn't want to make them weak. So they're going to be unfair because they're going to be too strong. So Nee makes a solid argument. And, I've said before, the cynical person would say the reason that Leroy and Geese and Fakamram and other DLC characters were so strong is to sell them. You want to play the game, you got to buy the right character. And then Mainman makes another point when he says that, 6 million people bought Tekken. Very tiny percentage of them play at the highest level. So this is not an issue to them. They're not going to be landing infinites, and they're probably not going to be playing people who are going to be landing infinites on them. So what does it matter? But they both make a good point. However, the counter I would say to Mainman's point would be that if you want Tekken to continue being successful and growing and bringing in new people, it has to be fun to watch. And if every game looks like, Evo Japan last year, where it's nothing but Leroy, Akuma, Leroy, that's very boring. Not a lot of people are going to watch that. So you're not going to bring in new people. You're not going to generate much excitement for your game. I've said before on my channel, I don't really like guest characters because they don't add anything to a series long term. They're probably not going to come back. Akuma may be the exception just because he's involved with the story now, and Capcom and Namco work so closely together. But we're not going to see Negan in Tekken 8. And so his moveset is just gone. So he doesn't add anything long term to the series. So why would I pick up Negan knowing he's not going to be in the next game? He was also a terrible choice for guest character. Put that aside. Both of these guys have excellent points to make. Both of them are good Tekken players. Both of them are respectable in their respective domains. Why does it have to be this way? Why are they swinging at each other? It doesn't make any sense. Apparently, there's been some more drama that's unfolded since I saw that this morning. This was posted in a local fighting game group. This little snippet here was posted, and apparently there's been some more trash talk from these two, which I've missed, which just completely surprises me because it's so unnecessary. You're two of the most prominent people in the Tekken community. You could discuss this in hundreds of different ways. You can both have your own opinions, and everything will be fine. Why does it always have to be that we're arguing with each other and yelling and screaming over Twitter? And I hate Twitter. Twitter is a cesspool. People just go out there and they put thoughts toward no one in particular, and it festers and it draws all sorts of attention and beehives and all the other. So I guess I'm really just kind of disappointed in the Tekken community today. Mainly just these two, I guess. Don't meet your heroes or something like that. I'm not going to quit watching or respecting either of them. I just, hey guys, cool it down. What's the point in this? You can both discuss this civilly. There's no reason for this drama, and it's all utterly pointless and stupid. Especially here in the age of COVID. We have more important things to worry about, especially in the subset of a fighting game community. So I don't know, guys. What do you think about the whole kerfuffle? Do you think that Mainman's right? Do you think that Knee is right? Do you think it's somewhere in the middle, as the truth often lies, in my opinion? There's just so many arguments you can make about this. I don't see any reason for either of these guys to swing at each other or call each other a scrub or just kind of give this strong response. Was Knee in the wrong with calling him a scrub? Do you think Mainman's response wasn't actually that harsh? I don't know. Tell me what you think. If you enjoy Tekken content and news and takes, be sure to like and subscribe. And also my live streams and other classic gaming content will be here for you as we continue the march to 1,000 subs. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all.